Good people, what's happening with it? This your man, Big Arch, also known as Archie Hill, and welcome to Archie Hill's Answer. Today, what I want to do is a reaction video to some of the things that I love watching on YouTube, which are called First Amendment audits. What a First Amendment audit is where photographers go to public places where they're allowed to be, and they'll start taking pictures and video of public, public servants in the course of their duties, and see what their reaction will be. Kind of like cop watchers. Think of a cop watcher that's just holding the cops accountable, basically. So what this is a test, and see if they pass or fail. They go to different police departments and different scenes where cops are, and just film them and see how they react, and see what they say, and see what they do, and see if they uphold the Constitution, or if they try to fudge on it, or go against their own policy. That's what it's about. It's just a test. So we're going to check that out and see how it goes. Y'all ready? All right, good people, come on with it. Good people. Now, this first audit I'm going to bring to y'all is by this cat named Bay Area Transparency, BAT. He's one of my favorite auditors. For one, he's super well versed on the law, especially when it comes to public photography, for one. And secondly, just he courageous, man. He don't give a fuck. He'll get right in their face, talk that good shit because he know what he's talking about. He'd have been arrested before. A lot of them put their lives on the line, and, you know, I'm talking about, this shit ain't no joke. Because you know how the police are, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times that camera keep their ass at bay. But sometimes them motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They'll violate your rights anyway, knowing they on camera. So they'll let you know what they'll do if it was behind the scenes, you feel me? And with his style is, he'll play dumb in the beginning just to get the motherfuckers to kind of hang their own self, you know what I'm saying? Before he let on that he know what he talking about. Then they ass go to scurrying away with their tails tucked. So, man, y'all just check this shit out real quick. It's dope.
Do you need to go?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Can I help you? Can I help you, sir? Hello, sir. I talked to this guy the other day. He's
Not me.
yeah, I talked to you at 10th and Folsom.
No.
How's he doing? He wanted to report. Remember the graffiti? Is this him, the graffiti guy?
No.
Not the
Cameron?
graffiti guy, but the art.
No, this isn't Cameron.
No, not Cam.
Can we
What's
help
your
you,
first
sir?
name, sir?
Which 13 Adam and which 917?
I believe the two.
Now, mind you, the only thing that they have so far is that he's outside the police station filming. And he was in the lobby too, which you're allowed to be filming. So that's all they got. So that brought 7, 8 police out to come holler at him because he's around the police station videoing with his camera from public, which is legal. Y'all remember that?
Okay. Do you need any help, sir?
This 2013 Adam?
You just keep filming long 1572. Can we help you, sir?
From 97 on the China base inside with the 917.
Copy. Just identify this as 13 Adam. Put you on it.
Holy
Hi,
shit.
sir. Is there a reason why you're taking pictures of the police station camera and the garage door, sir?
I'm right on this girl.
Notice how he mentions taking photos and videos of the police station cameras inside the garage. They always like try to frame it as if they're doing reconnaissance or they're up to no good. Mind you, what sense does that make to come out in broad daylight where they know, where you know they can see you, and do it right in front of their face? That should give you a hint like, dude, if I was up to no good, why would I be out here in broad daylight in public? You know what I'm talking about? When it's so easy to do it, I could just drive by and do it where y'all wouldn't know. I could have on some of them goddamn cameras or hidden cameras where y'all wouldn't know what I was doing if I was really trying to get recon. But yeah, that's just them trying to put the narrative together to be able to do something to you. Copy? You're suspicious. You got it? Listen to the words. It's all for a reason. Remember that.
Copy that. We're right at the roll-up door.
Put me on this. You can get 22. We have enough. Just no.
Do you have your ID, sir?
And there you go. The first ask for the ID. And they're going to push the ID thing. The whole thing is they want to do whatever they can do to get their hands on your ID. Because they just want to be able to run you, put you in a system. It's just for future. We don't care if you haven't done anything wrong. That's not the point. We want to get you for something. That's what they out for. Because a lot of times you'll see people get pulled over for a broken tail light. And then once they get on the car, they don't care about the broken tail light. They looking for something else. Because a lot of times they'll let you go with a warning. Or they'll just let you go. Like, I don't really care about the broken tail light. I'm using the broken tail light as an excuse to pull you over. So I can look through the car, see if I smell something, see if something look out of place, so they can get you out that motherfucker and get an arrest. Police don't care about tickets. They use the traffic stop to get other shit. Remember that. And then the key is getting that ID so they can run you and see what you got going so they can arrest you. That's what they want. It's so shitty. Policing shouldn't be like that. Policing should be like, you really out and, go solve crimes. There's a lot of unsolved crimes out here. Instead of them doing that, they're going out and creating a crime from somebody who really wasn't doing too much of shit and getting an arrest like that. That's what they do. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up, really. Now, some people ain't going to think this fucked up because it don't affect them. But it affects people like us. So that's why you don't get where people will say some shit like, fuck the police. There's reasons behind that. People not just saying that just because, like it's a catchy thing to say. There's some people that really feel like that. And why would you feel like that about anybody? Because you've been mistreated by them. So, just, I'm ranting now, but yeah, just keep watching.
Do you have any form of ID, sir? The reason that you're being detained right now is because what you're doing is suspicious.
You're filming a police station. You're taking pictures of the cameras. You're taking pictures inside of the police station and inside the parking lot, sir.
I'm detained right
You're
now.
being detained, sir.
Do you have an ID, sir?
Do you have any form of ID,
So,
sir?
video, we're 2 minutes, 40 seconds in. It was really 35 when I was told I was being detained.
Okay, sir. Do you have any form of ID?
Just keep 6 feet distance, huh?
I need your ID, sir.
So I can identify you. Because technically you're being detained right now. Because the activity you're doing is suspicious.
What's suspicious about
You're
it?
filming inside of a police station. You're taking pictures of our camera location. That's suspicious activity.
Well, I didn't know.
I saw you on
How's it going?
camera, sir. So, I need your ID, sir.
And what's your name and badge number?
Right here. Strict Fat 2412.
Right here. Okay. Now, you said I'm being detained for
Yeah, you're being
suspicious
detained for
activity.
Suspicious activity outside of a police station.
Gotcha. What crime is it?
Well, we've had a lot of problems with people coming at us. So, heightened security.
Heightened
I don't know what you're
security.
doing.
Gotcha.
You're taking
Gotcha.
pictures inside the lobby, and now you're taking pictures of our security cameras and their location, and inside the police station.
Well, I'm taking pictures of anything my eye can see. Look,
No,
guys,
you're
we
taking
got
pictures
1,
inside the garage.
2,
So, I need your ID,
3,
sir.
4, 5.
Okay, a couple of things about that. When he asked him, what crime is that? My man paused. Well, you're taking pictures of our and heightened security, and people are out to get us. And he danced around the question. He never did answer the question because there is no crime. That's why they're not aggressively trying to take his ID. That's why they're not cuffing him. They want him to volunteer his ID because they don't have the right to it. If they did, they would already gaffled him up. There's nothing he could do. He already surrounded about 6 or 7 of them. But my man couldn't say a crime because he knows it's not a crime. So he's trying to... The average person wouldn't know this. The average person would just give up their ID, stop doing whatever they say. That's what the average person would do. especially in a situation like that. That's what I'm saying. But my man, you see how BAT, he's playing dumb. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know I couldn't do that. What am I doing? What crime is it? And they can't answer the question because there is no crime. But they hoping that you don't know that. That's what they banking on, that you don't know your rights and you don't know the law. And what's so crazy, half of the time, they don't know the law. And another thing that I hate is they get to lie to you. They're taught to lie, and that's not right. That shouldn't be. You'll get in trouble for lying to them. But they use any tactic to try to get you, and that shouldn't be, my opinion.
And another one, 6. So what I'm saying is, what crime is it suspicion of? Is there a crime?
You're taking pictures of the police station.
But is there a
manner.
crime? Suspicion, you have to have facts to go with it. Reasonable, articulatable suspiciation.
What you're doing is suspicious activity.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. Okay, guys, this officer just bumped into me. What's your name and badge number?
What did I do?
You bumped right into the...
And this little passive-aggressive little bitch right here, anybody who can read body language would know that he's guilty as fuck of what he just did. My man accused him of bumping into him aggressively as he walked by. As soon as he said it, the dude turned around like, what did I do? I just walked by. You feel me what I'm saying? He don't even understand what he doing. You think you slick, homie. Ain't nothing slick to a can of oil. This is already a sign that you're lying. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Police don't even act like that. And if you really didn't do anything, you wouldn't even be doing all that type shit. You would turn around and look at him like he's stupid. But nah, what did I do? I didn't, goofy motherfucker. Man, these motherfuckers is goofy. But you watch him, though. This one right here, he reveals his true nature. Once you see how he acts throughout the rest of the interaction, you're going to know that he was lying just right now. Just watch him.
Back of me. What's your name and badge number?
All right, sir.
1572.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Long 1572 just bumped into me, guys, aggressively. Yes, you did. You bumped into me.
This is the fourth time I've asked you.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. You have no reasonable suspicion. What's your reasonable...
If you're not committing any crime, you would give me your ID, we'll release you with an A49B.
That's not how that works. That's not how the Constitution works. I don't have to give ID. Hold on. I don't have to give ID. No, you hold on. Be quiet. I don't have to give ID unless I'm being reasonable, articulate suspicion of a crime.
Boss.
You guys are getting a little close. Can you back up, please? No, they're not backing up.
Okay, I want to let him do his thing because it's about to get good right now, but I got to point out a few things. When the dudes say, oh, just give me your ID. If you're not doing nothing wrong, then shit, you just give me your ID. Right there, you just admitted it. But by you saying that, let me know I'm not doing nothing wrong. Because you said if I ain't did nothing wrong, you just give me your ID. Did I do something wrong or didn't I? You know what I'm saying? And then if that's the case, if I didn't do anything wrong, I don't have to give you my ID. That's the whole point. That's your Fourth Amendment, I think, or the Fifth, whichever one is the right to privacy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not doing anything wrong, you'll just give me your ID. That's their logic. No, if I'm not doing nothing wrong, then I don't have to give you my ID because I value my privacy, for one. For two, how he checked the other chunky bald head dude. Oh yeah, no, you hold on. No, you be quiet. Shut up. You talking to because they think they controlling the shit. He hated it. They hate to get talked to how they talk to other people. For some reason, they think they're higher than other people. They don't understand that they're public servants. Like they say, what other job can you have where you get to fuck over the people who pay you? And they always say stupid shit like, oh, you don't pay me. You're not my boss. Who pays you? Oh, the city of such and such. Who the fuck is the city? The people. We pay taxes, motherfucker. That's who pays you. And then these dumbass idiots gonna say, well, I pay taxes too, so that means I work for myself. You idiot. The taxes you pay, you get that from us too. You idiot. Whenever you pay tax, as long as it's your only job, the taxes that you pay still comes out of taxpayers' pockets because all the money you get comes from the public. So the money that you're using to pay taxes with came from the public. Oh, they funny and goofy as fuck. And then as you look around, as he's kind of, verbalizing and expressing himself, now they closing in on him. Notice how close they got to him. Like, damn, would you back up? No. That's their attitude. No, we're going to stay right here. We don't give a fuck if you feel uncomfortable. We'll let you get close to them. Back up! Officer safety! Oh, they be ready to kill you. You get that close to them. But they get that close to you, and you just got to take it. And you're their boss, but they forget about it. They just fucked up in the head. They got this grandiose sense of, we run this shit out here, it's us against y'all. The people that pay y'all is y'all enemy. And this becomes normal. But people who don't get fucked with by the police, they never see it from that side. So to them, it's Blue Lives Matter. Yeah, we support the police. Of course you do. Because they really work for y'all against other people. Let's continue, man.
You accused me of bumping you. We're both fat guys. We're 250 pounds.
Gotcha, and you bumped into the back of me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You're blocking the sidewalk. I'm
off the side of the sidewalk, guys.
You're
Are all your body cams on, please? Okay, cool. I want to be able to.
Don't worry about it.
I want to be able to request them later. I'm not committing a crime. You guys have no reason to detain me. This is a First Amendment. Fuck your suspicion. This is a First Amendment protected activity. The Supreme Court has already ruled on this. I can come inside and record. I can record the outside, anywhere in public. Yes, I can. This is a public building. It's a public building. Yes, it is. What? Who owns the? That's what I did. That's what I was in the front. I was not in here. Never been in here. I was in the front. Who owns this building? Public, right? I can go in any public lobbies. Correct? Correct. Okay. So what I'm doing, actually, this is called a First Amendment audit, and you guys are actually failing like crazily failing, right? So what I have is I have the right to come record you. I have the right to come watch you doing your jobs. I have the right to come. I'm looking for good officers who are upholding the Constitution. I'm not finding any at this point. This is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm supposed to be able to do this without being harassed. You guys are harassing me. I'm surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police officers, 7 at the door, and the other ones that came through. So what is the issue? What reasonable, articulatable suspicion of a crime do you have? Tell me. You got that? I'll give you my ID. What crime have I committed besides standing out in public recording? What crime? Tell me.
Reasonable, articulatable suspicion of a crime is what you need to have. When they say, man, you suspicious. Okay. I have reasonable suspicion of a crime, though. They leave that part off. As long as I got reasonable suspicion of a crime, and it has to be articulatable, which means you have to articulate the crime. You're suspicious of trespassing. We suspect you of breaking and entering. Okay, copy that. What leads to that? Is there something that shows a broken door, a broken window? Me with my hands up, you know what I'm talking about? What suspicion of a crime do you have? You can say anybody's suspicious of anything. Oh, because you outside and you taking pictures. You could just say anything that I'm doing that you don't like is suspicious to you. That's all it is. Because what he just said, if you give me that, I'll give you my ID. This nigga asked for his ID 100 times. I need your ID. I need your ID. I need your ID. Keep saying it. I need your ID. I need some form of ID. Like a fucking heroin addict. I need your ID. I need your ID. And he just told you. Okay. Explain to me and articulate what reasonable suspicion of a crime that you have, and I'll give you my ID. And I let you know they don't have nothing. Nothing. All this stupid shit for nothing. Shows how much they was just bluffing the whole time. Because if you really want my ID that bad, he just told you how to get it. I just told you how to get my ID. Just let me know. Just say it. Say what crime you suspect me of, and I'll give you my ID. And you got to have facts, though, to go with it, though. You can't just say a crime. That part.
Tell me, Tyrant, tell me. Because I know you're a tyrant, I can tell. Tell me, Tyrant, you're one too. You're getting real close to me. That's Tupper, guys. Badge 4115. Markley 867. Now this officer's real close, trying to intimidate me, guys.
What are you talking about? We're giving you 849B form.
Why are you so close? There is no 849B form for what?
Because I informed you were being detained for suspicious
Yeah, we're
activity.
supposed to.
What crime? You can't
When the
detain
car
people
drove
for
in,
suspicious.
You were in there taking photos.
Is there a crime?
Yes.
What's the crime?
You're not allowed
I can't trespass in public, and you can't trespass my eyes.
You can't stick your phone in
I'm
the
perfectly. I didn't stick my phone. I stand it out here. It's all on camera. So I'm fine, but I don't like being harassed. I don't like being harassed, guys.
Relax.
You guys are.
Relax. You're breathing really hard.
I know, because you guys are harassing me. I'm intimidated.
Check out old passive aggressive right here. Relax. Relax. Oh, you're getting excited. I bet. Yeah. Wouldn't you? You think this is cool what y'all doing right here? You think the average person would be kind of, fired up? You detained him for nothing. You questioning him, all this type of shit for, you don't have nothing. You know you don't. We both know you don't. You just an asshole. And it shows. He don't even know how he's coming across on camera. He don't even know how he looks on camera to a person like, I'm not going to just say a person like me, but anybody that can just read people. Imagine this dude without the camera on. Imagine him coming up through the ranks, like when he got a chance to really take advantage of somebody, like behind the scenes. You'd hate to come across him. Now you got some that's just kind of hanging in the background, and they probably peeping this shit. I don't know. Hopefully they're not learning from these dudes of what to do. Hopefully they learning what not to do. But the ones that are like they come off so like tough. The bravado is fake. You got the older heavyweight lady, overweight kind of middle-aged lady in the back that's with her, then homie next to him, the two that he said was tyrants. Then him in the middle, Chunky Baldy. And they know that they wouldn't have that if it was just like an even playing field. I couldn't even get myself to even come off tough like that when I know that the only reason I'm being tough is because all this backup I got. I got this motherfucking tool belt on with all this shit on here that can hurt you. Then I got the biggest gang behind me, and then I got the entire justice system on my side. Let's go roll with me. If I do anything to you. Like, that's not tough. That's cowardice. Tough is when you can do all that shit just on your own without the backup. And I don't see how they don't get that. Like, from where I come from, that's some of the bitchiest shit you can do. Like, anybody can be tough with numbers. And the justice system behind you got the whole city behind state, like the laws, you know what I mean? But let the playing field be level, and then we see how tough you are. I already know. I can see right through that shit. I can see through it. You know what I mean? But that's me ranting again, man. But that dude kind of fucks with me, the bald head dude.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of police officers who are trying to demand. Well, for one, I can tell you what you're doing wrong. You see a cameraman. You see a cameraman with doing a First Amendment protected activity. And you guys are trying to detain me? Hold on, you guys aren't trying to detain me. You are detaining me. No. I got it on camera. I'm detained. Am I not being detained?
You have to give us your ID.
That's not true. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not.
This is the thing.
I don't have to follow any of that. There's no crime. I don't need a release form. I'm releasing you. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You guys can all go back to work. If I'm not committing a crime, you guys have no authority over me. Is that true or not true? It's true, correct? I actually have authority over you if I'm not committing a crime. I'm actually above you. You guys are public servants. Yeah, bounce. See you later. Dismiss, guys.
okay.
There's no reasonable articulatable suspicion of a crime. I think I know a little. I'm sure you guys can tell by talking to me. I might know a thing or two about this,
Do
right?
you live in a house or apartment or anything like that?
None of your business.
Okay.
None of your goddamn business. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I want y'all to go over to Bay Area Transparency and look at the whole video without me interjecting my thoughts and feelings into it. I really want y'all to see how he dismantled their ass because this gets better. At the end, he going to send their ass what they call a walk of shame. That's when they can't do shit and they just got to walk away. And you film them walking away with their goddamn tail tucked. These things are so entertaining to me, but yet still they're educational. Every point that I was expressing to you, most of that shit I learned from watching these First Amendment audits. About the reasonable, articulatable suspicion and about all of that shit. I learned a lot of that just watching these audits. And like I say, BAT is one of my favorites. It's a lot of them, though. I ran across another cat that I fuck with, San Joaquin. I didn't get a chance to meet him in person, but it was Nate Skates and a couple of Nate Skates 182. I ran across them dudes when I was on the job the other day in Venice over here. So, yeah, good people. This shit get me fired up. But, man, like I always say about this time, it's your man, Big Arch, also known as Archie Hill. And my answer to most of life's challenges is self-love. All right, good people. 1.
Aha! Aha!